yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now, here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow, they'll roll him out right. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing colors. Thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Edwards. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. go play action with Jackson. Steps away. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 2, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gun.
They go play action with Burrow. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Jackson will keep it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals have recovered it. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Here we go.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
11.
First down, here's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. and a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the foot. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 58 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. On the move to his left. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here we go, here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
On 2.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From midfield now, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 11. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
11 MP tank. 11 MP tank. 11.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. 11. Here's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 51 yards. And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Here we go, here we go.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a gain of 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second half shutout.